so we're back for another deep dive. And this time, it's a Serie A matchup that's caught my eye. And it's Empoli hosting Genoa.
Yeah, and they're kind of both hanging around the middle of the table right now. But
Yeah.
what's interesting is like the pre-match favorites.
Yeah.
They've only won like 29% of their games this season.
That's crazy, right?
It's wild. Like you'd think there would be way more predictability.
Yeah.
But Empoli and Genoa, they've just been defying the odds.
So what's making this matchup so unpredictable?
Well, for starters, you got to look at the managers.
Okay.
Empoli's got Roberto D'Aversa.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty impressive record against Genoa.
Yeah, I saw that 6 wins out of 9. That can't just be luck, right?
No, definitely not. If you actually go back and watch those games, you see a pattern.
Oh.
D'Aversa, he's got this tactical approach that seems to really exploit a weakness in Genoa's setup.
Like what?
Well, he's always targeting their flanks, using these quick transitions and overlapping runs. Creates these overloads that Genoa just historically has struggled to contain.
Makes sense. But Empoli's been struggling at home lately.
Yeah.
They just can't seem to convert their chances, even in their recent win against Como. I mean, their expected goals was like, what was it, 0.61? Like, that's pretty low.
Yeah, and it's not just that one game. If you look at their season as a whole, it seems like this low XG.
Yeah.
It's a recurring thing.
So maybe it's not just bad luck.
Right, exactly. Makes you wonder if it's a deeper issue with their attack.
Interesting. Now let's talk about Genoa.
Okay.
They're actually even worse off than Empoli when it comes to goals scored, right?
Yeah, only 14 goals this whole season. Not exactly lighting up the scoreboard, but they've got a new manager now, Patrick Vieira.
Oh, right.
And we're starting to see a change in their style, a bigger emphasis on defense.
Makes sense.
Before that loss to Napoli, they had 3 clean sheets in a row.
Yeah, but Napoli, that's a tough opponent.
Oh, absolutely. Arguably the best attack in the league. But even in that loss, Vieira was pretty positive afterward.
Really?
Yeah, he was talking about how the team played well in the second half and the lessons they learned from playing against such a top team.
That's a good attitude.
It is. And, Genoa's got some players who can really make a difference.
Yeah. Like who?
Andrea Pinamonti, for one.
Oh, right. He's been scoring pretty regularly.
Yep, definitely someone to watch in this match, especially because...
He used to play for Empoli. Right.
Exactly. And not only that, he scored against them twice last season.
Oh, wow.
When he was playing for Sassuolo, and then he scored against them again just last week.
So, yeah, he's going to be fired up for this one.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you've got Empoli, hoping that Liam Henderson's return from suspension will give them a boost.
Henderson. Now, he's an interesting player. Kind of plays on the edge, right? In his last 6 appearances, he either scored, assisted, or got a yellow card.
Yeah.
So, will that aggression work against Genoa's defense?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it, all these different factors, D'Aversa's tactics, Empoli's attacking issues, Genoa getting better defensively under Vieira, and then you add in those individual players like Pinamonti and Henderson, it makes this game really hard to predict.
So with Empoli struggling at home and that stat about underdogs winning so often, could Genoa actually pull off an upset?
I think it's definitely possible. We've seen it happen so many times in football. That's what makes it so great. You just never really know.
Exactly. That's why we love it.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the key factors, the potential storylines, even some statistical anomalies. Now, it's your turn. What do you think? Who's going to win this clash of styles and narratives? Let us know.